at the drill square of the National Defense Academy on 21st May 1955. The mast measures 30.4 meters. It carries the national flag along with the Academy flag and symbolizes the height of dedication and devotion that a cadet has towards his duties. This mast has stood mute testimony to the rigors of training of cane drill, sword drill, rifle drill, foot drill and ceremonial drill.
यह परेड मैदान लोकप्रिय रूप से ड्रिल स्क्वायर के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह 450 मीटर व 150 मीटर में फैला हुआ एक विशाल मैदान है। अकादमी का अंतर सेवा चरित्र परेड मैदान की लंबाई और चौड़ाई में स्पष्ट झलकता है। यह प्रवेश द्वार में तैनात बंदूकों और ड्रिल स्क्वायर के दो कोनों को देखकर स्पष्ट होता है। दो विजयंता टैंक, मिग 21 विमान और समुद्री विमान, भारतीय नौसेना के जहाजों की प्रतिकृतियां, विराट और मुंबई, और इन सब से ऊपर विशाल मस्तूल तीनों सेवाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं।
The aircraft that you see on the left side of the entrance to the drill square is the Seahawk, single-seater fighter aircraft of the Indian Navy. It played a stellar role in the Indo-Pak War of 1971, the Golden Jubilee of which was celebrated in the year 2021. The aircraft of 104th Coast India Squadron shot down an F-16 aircraft of Pakistan Air Force with this old war horse.
आपके सामने रखे गए दोनों टैंक विजयी हैं। इस टैंक ने भी 1971 में पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ युद्ध में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई थी। ड्रिल सशस्त्र बलों में अनुशासन का आधार है। राष्ट्र को अपने सशस्त्र बलों द्वारा प्रदर्शित अनुशासन के अनुकरणीय मानक पर गर्व है। यहाँ पर इस परेड मैदान में भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के भावी अधिकारियों के लिए अनुशासन की नींव रखी जाती है।
The Academy Adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Bharat Jani from the 3rd Battalion of the 4th Gorkha Rifles, Chindits, is the embodiment of the military discipline for the cadets as well as the Academy. He is ably assisted by Assistant Adjutant Major Abhishek Kundlia. The passing out parade marks the grand finale of the term and is held each term with clockwork precision amid ceremony and fanfare on this hallowed ground.
देवियों और सज्जनों, इस अवसर की पवित्रता को ध्यान में रखते हुए और इस संस्था और हमारे शहीद नायकों के सम्मान रूप में हम आपसे अपने मोबाइल फोन को बंद करने का अनुरोध करते हैं। कृपया पासिंग आउट परेड के दौरान बैठे रहें। धन्यवाद।
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello, check.
it is
Hello,
now
hello,
revealed
hello.
the stellar performance of the cadets of the 144th Coast in all spheres of training. Among the Army cadets, Cadet Ayush Kumar of Oscar Squadron has been awarded the Uttar Pradesh Government Cup for being the best cadet in Specialist Service Subjects, Army. The best cadet in map reading is Cadet Ayush Kumar of Oscar Squadron. Division Cadet Captain Lokesh Bhati of Kilo Squadron has been awarded the Ashoka Pilla Cup for being the best cadet in weapon training. The best cadet in tactics has been awarded to Battalion Cadet Adjutant Praveen Singh of India Squadron. The Order of Eklavya for excellence in firing has been awarded to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Shobhit Deep Singh of Golf Squadron. Bayonet pins are awarded to cadets who excel in Army service subjects. This term, bayonet pins have been awarded to 11 cadets.
The Government of Madras Cup for standing first in Specialist Naval Service subjects is awarded to Cadet C. Praneeth of Bravo Squadron. The Chief of Naval Staff Trophy instituted by Admiral O.S. Dawson for standing first in astronavigation has been awarded to Cadet C. Praneeth of Bravo Squadron. The Seamanship Trophy presented by Admiral Madhavendra Singh, the then Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command, has been won by Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Prathamesh Hase of India Squadron. Cadet R. Hariharan of Hunter Squadron has won the cup presented by Admiral Sir Mark Paise for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects Navy. Division Cadet Captain Aditya Bhatt of Echo Squadron has won the cup presented by Admiral R.D. Katari for being the best helmsman in yachting. Anchor pins have been awarded to 2 cadets.
Amongst the Air Force cadets, Cadet Rishabh Mishra of Foxtrot Squadron has won the trophy presented by Government of Hyderabad for standing first in Specialist Service Subjects Air Force. The Government of Madhya Bharat Cup for being the best cadet in flying has been awarded to Squadron Cadet Captain Gaurav Lahumi of Hunter Squadron. Flight Lieutenant P.V. Apte Trophy for standing first in ground subjects has been awarded to Cadet Rishabh Mishra of Foxtrot Squadron. Squadron Leader S. Vasudev Memorial Book Prize for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects is awarded to Cadet Kanwar Noor Singh Khera of Hunter Squadron. Air Force cadets are awarded flying pins for the
तो 44 कोर्स की शैक्षणिक उपलब्धियों से आप सबको अवगत कराएंगे। डिवीजन कैडेट कैप्टन जसकरणदीप सिंह एको स्क्वाड्रन ने विज्ञान की शाखा में प्रथम आते हुए जनरल के सुंदर जी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। कैडेट आयुष कुमार ऑस्को स्क्वाड्रन ने कंप्यूटर साइंस की This training program goes to Cadet Saurav of Delta Squadron.
Cadets who excel in various sports and physical activities are awarded with merit card, half blue, blue and blazer in order of proficiency. This term, 26 merit cards, 16 half blue and 2 blue have been awarded to cadets. The silver medal for the best cadet in riding has been awarded to Battalion Cadet Captain Priyanshu Faujdar of Oscar Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in sailing has been awarded to Division Cadet Captain Aditya Bhatt of Echo Squadron. The silver medal for best cadet in shooting is awarded to Division Cadet Captain Aman Vishwakarma of Kilo Squadron.
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी के विशाल परिसर में प्रवेश करते हुए आगंतुक को प्रथम जो चीज प्रभावित करती है वह है कि संपूर्ण अधिरचना प्रकृति की गोद में कितनी सामंजस्यपूर्ण रूप से बसती है और विभिन्न भवन आसपास के वनस्पतियों और जीवों से कितनी अच्छी तरह मेल खाते हैं। यहां तक कि सहज रूप से देखा जाए तो यह स्पष्ट हो जाता है कि इस संस्थान की प्राथमिकताओं में पर्यावरण को बहुत ऊंचा स्थान दिया गया है। राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में सेना प्रशिक्षण के लिए परिसर के भीतर बहुत सारे वन क्षेत्र हैं। इसमें हिरन पक्षियों की 115 प्रजातियां पाई जाती हैं। अकादमी में पाए जाने वाले इन पक्षियों और जानवरों की तस्वीरें सड़कों के किनारे विभिन्न स्थानों पर प्रदर्शित रंग स्थित बनाए रखने के लिए बहुत सावधानी बरती जाती है। यदि किसी को रास्ते से गुजरना है या किसी को ट्रैकिंग करनी है तो उसे तेज धाराओं की लुभावनी सुंदरता, हरे भरे ढलानों पर समृद्ध पत्ते, साथ ही विभिन्न प्रकार के दुर्लभ पक्षियों और जानवरों की प्रशंसा करने के लिए बार बार रुकना होगा, जो प्रकृति प्रेमियों को प्रसन्न करेगा।
are a result of immense handwork of dedicated staff of gardeners who have nurtured and pruned them with utmost care. Our cadets actively participate in this beautification process through Shramdan in maintaining their squadrons and battalion areas and also some general areas inside the campus. National Defense Academy is a perfect example of how human beings can coexist harmoniously with nature.
A word about the history of the National Defense Academy. After the Second World War, a need was felt to train cadets of the three services jointly, which would enable the warriors of the future to create synergy for combined operations. The idea of a Joint Services Academy was conceived in 1945 with the setting up of the National War Academy Committee under the chairmanship of the then Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sir Claude Auchinleck. The objective was to frame the design of an academy for the joint training of future officers of the three services. The project received impetus when Pandit Nehru foresaw the necessity of completely Indianizing the officer cadet of the armed forces.
To hasten the process, it was decided to start training straight away, and a joint services wing was established in the old prisoners of war barracks at Clementown, Dehradun on 1st January 1949. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 1949 formally inaugurated the Joint Services Wing, and the first course consisting of 190 cadets passed out from Clementown on 8 December 1950. 40 years. General M.M. Naravne, Admiral Karambir Singh, and Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhadoria took over as chiefs of their respective services. For the third time in the history of NDA, course-mates from the 61st course, General Manoj Pandey, Admiral R. Harikumar, and Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary succeeded the course-mates of the 56th course and took over as chiefs of their respective services. Furthermore, we are proud to announce that the first two Chiefs of Defence Staff of the Indian Armed Forces, General Bipin Rawat and General Anil Chauhan, had both passed out from this prestigious institution. CDS is the professional head and permanent chairman of the Chiefs of Staff Committee. He is the highest ranking uniformed officer on active and Chief Advisor to Ministry of Defence.
6 अक्टूबर 1949 को पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू द्वारा खड़गवासला में राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी की नींव रखी गई थी। लगभग 7000 एकड़ भूमि उस समय बॉम्बे राज्य की सरकार द्वारा प्रदान की गई। अकादमी का लेआउट आर्किटेक्ट्स की एक टीम द्वारा बनाया गया, जो उस समय पुणे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के प्रधानाचार्य श्री W.X. मास्करेनस के नेतृत्व में काम कर रहे थे। अकादमी का बुनियादी ढांचा बनाने में लगभग 5 वर्ष लग गए। जो इमारतें आज आपके समक्ष हैं, यह राजपूताना तथा मुगल आर्किटेक्चर का उत्तम मिश्रण है।
निर्माण के लिए अपेक्षित धनराशि का योगदान कई राज्यों द्वारा किया गया। कैडेटों के रेसिडेंशियल ब्लॉकों का निर्माण इन्हीं धनराशियों से किया गया और उनका नाम योगदान करने वाले राज्यों के नाम पर रखा गया है। अकादमी का प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक, जिसे हम सूडान ब्लॉक के नाम से जानते हैं, इसके निर्माण में कुछ सहयोग सूडान सरकार द्वारा धनराशि के रूप में किया गया था। यह योगदान सूडान सरकार ने भारतीय सैनिकों की दूसरे विश्व युद्ध में उत्तरी अफ्रीकी अभियान के दौरान प्रदर्शित वीरता की सराहना करते हुए किया था।
The academy shifted to Khadakwasla from Clementown in December 1954 and was inaugurated on 16 January 1955 by Shri Morarji Desai, the Chief Minister of the then state of Bombay. 16 January is celebrated every year as the National Defense Academy Day. The first passing out parade on this ground was held on 5th June 1955 when the 10th course passed out. The salute on that auspicious occasion was taken by Shri Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The National Defense Academy's contribution in service to the nation was regarded on 16 December 1978 when the President of India, Shri Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, presented the colours to this cradle of military leaders in recognition of the glorious services rendered to the nation by the Academy and its alumni. The National Defense Academy, India's pioneer institute of tri-services training, based in Khadakwasla, is completing 75 years of its foundation in January 2024. During these 74 years since its inception, National Defense Academy has steadily grown both in stature and elan. The intrepid cadets of yesteryear have not only proved their mettle as military leaders in combat, but also blazed a trail of glory in several other fields across the national firmament. The alumni of this institution constitute the core leadership of the Indian Armed Forces, including the present Chief of Defence Staff and all the three service chiefs. NDA today symbolizes excellence in every pursuit, training the future leaders and decision makers of Indian Armed Forces.
We are privileged to have the presence of Subedar Major Sanjay Kumar, Paramveer Chakra of the 13th Battalion of the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, imparting training as instructor in NDA. We also have Olympian Subedar Major Swarn Singh, Arjuna Award recipient.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets you see marching onto the parade ground are contingent markers taking their positions. The rest of their contingents will soon enter the parade ground from the sides of the quartermaster's fort. They will move to the left and to the right of the parade ground and then line up.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप सब अपना ध्यान सामने की तरफ ले जाएं। आप देखेंगे कि कंटिंजेंट मार्कर्स अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। बाकी कंटिंजेंट जल्द ही परेड प्रांगण पर आएंगे और दाहिने और बाएं मुड़कर अपने स्थान पर खड़े होंगे।
Today, there are 1165 cadets on parade. Out of these, 363 cadets of the 144th course will pass out of the National Defense Academy, out of which 219 are Army cadets, 37 Naval and 107 Air Force cadets. This term, we have 19 international cadets from 7 different countries: Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Maldives, Myanmar and Bangladesh, passing out with the 144th course. The National Defense Academy has stood as a shining testimony to India's relationship with its friendly foreign countries. This is evident from the fact that the National Defense Academy is presently training 117 cadets from different foreign countries. One of the greatest distinctions of the Academy is the happy camaraderie that it confers on all cadets, transcending all service barriers. And the squadron plays a vital role in inculcating this bond and spirit. The squadron acts like a home away from home for the cadets, and even when they pass out of the academy and subsequently get commissioned. This squadron spirit translates into regimental spirit and loyalty to the units and formations and guides them throughout their career. Going back to the genesis of this institution, the National Defense Academy came into being at Khadakwasla in 1955. Khadakwasla was chosen as the site on account of its proximity to an operational airfield at Pune.
The sound of bugles, ladies and gentlemen, heralds the entry of the cadets onto the parade ground. And there they come out, through the gates of the quartermaster's fort, marching smartly to the inspirational tunes of the Academy song, "हम NDA के कैडेट हैं." Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the contingents marching onto the parade ground to take their positions. The magnificent charger, atop which the adjutant is astride, is Reliant Robin. This splendid and dynamic charger was born in 2009 and has been allotted to the National Defense Academy by Remount and Veterinary Corps in 2020. This is the 7th parade for Robin as the adjutant's charger in NDA. A special attraction of today's parade is the flypast by the Super Timonas. You will see the Super Timonas flown by the instructors of the Air Force training team of NDA in Trishakti formation, symbolizing a victorious future of the passing out course. The formation will be led by Group Captain Ashok of India Squadron 86th Course and his co-pilot is Wing Commander Devendra Autade, Hunter 103. The second Super Timona will be flown by Wing Commander Bharat Parab, Charlie 93 and Squadron Leader Rohit Parab, Oscar 116. The Super Timona will be piloted by Wing Commander Manoj Sharma and his co-pilot is Squadron Leader Himanshu Mahajan, Romeo 129.
Now, a word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the noblest attributes of discipline are nurtured and nourished.
देवी और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड पर ला रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में हैं वे कृपया अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमांड पर सैल्यूट करें। Ladies and gentlemen, the Nishan Tuli will now bring in the President's colors. When the colors are brought in, you're requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain.
निशान को सलामी देगा सलाम शस्त्र
The President's colors were presented to the National Defense Academy in recognition of the highest standards of training imparted here. It is the privilege of the cadets of the passing out course to carry the President's colors. In keeping with this tradition, the cadets carrying the President's colors to the parade ground are Squadron Cadet Captain Ritik Chaudhary, flanked by Cadet Sergeant Major Param Kundu and Cadet Sergeant Major Lokesh Berwal.
निशान गलत पाँच सौ रजमान पाँच पाँच अलवन निशान गलत पाँच सौ रजमान पाँच 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 सलाम सम निशान गलत सलामत सत बैठ बच्चों शस्त्र बैठ वेस्ट रम
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now lined up for review. The cadet commanding today's parade is Academy Cadet Captain Anshu Kumar. The officer on the charger to your extreme left is the adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Bharat Jani. Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Bharat Jani is an alumnus of the 115th course of the National Defense Academy. An infantry officer, he was commissioned into the 3rd Battalion of the 4th Gorkha Rifles Chindits. Possessing varied operational, staff, and instructional experience, the officer has served along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir and along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. The officer has undergone cross attachment with an armored regiment and has also served as an instructor at the infantry school Mao. In addition, the officer has served as a staff officer at the United Nations mission in Lebanon and represented the Indian Army at Exercise Cambrian Patrol in United Kingdom, where the team secured a silver medal. A graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, the officer was awarded the General Officer Commanding in Chief Commendation in the year 2015.
He is ably assisted by the Assistant Adjutant Major Abhishek Kundlia. The officer is an alumnus of Charlie Squadron of the 129th Course of the National Defence Academy. He was commissioned into the 5th Battalion of the 11th Gorkha Rifles, Bogra, in December 2016 after passing out from the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. Major Abhishek Kundlia took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant in June 2022.
The actual footwork of training the cadets of National Defence Academy in all aspects of drill is led by Drill Subedar Major Dharmiraj Gurung from the 4th Battalion of the 1st Gorkha Rifles. The Drill Subedar Major served as an instructor at the National Defence Academy from 2007 to 2010 and at Indian Military Academy from 2012 to 2017.
As regards the lineup of the contingents on parade, we have 18 squadron-wise contingents standing as per their positions in the championship banner of Autumn Term 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Major General Sanjeev Togra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy. Major General Sanjeev Togra is an alumnus of the 70th course of the National Defence Academy, Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the College of Defence Management, Sikandrabad. On completion of his training at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, he was commissioned into the 16th Battalion of the Chart Regiment in June 1987. He has a rich combat experience and has served in almost all tough terrains. As a young officer, he was posted at the highest battlefield of the world, the Siachen Glacier. His contribution towards counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir helped him to raise and command a Rashtriya Rifles battalion deployed in the heart of insurgency. The officer commanded a brigade as a part of the Strike Corps in Western Theatre and later was the general officer commanding of a mountain division deployed along the line of control, which is known as Forever in Operations. Major General Sanjeev Togra has specialized as an instructor. His initial appointments include instructor at Indian Military Training Team, Bhutan, and battalion commander at Officers Training Academy, Chennai. As directing staff at the College of Defence Management, he specialized in operations research. He also served as the Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor at Infantry School, Mao. The General Officer has served as the Commandant of the War Gaming Development Center, where he was responsible for developing the state-of-the-art computer-simulated war games for the Army. His important staff assignments include Brigade Major of a Mountain Brigade and as a Brigadier was responsible for the cadets administration at OTA Gaya. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Sanjeev Togra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ativishishta Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy. Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ativishishta Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defence Academy on 1st April 2022. As an alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar was commissioned in the Indian Navy on 1st July 1988. He is a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College Wellington, Naval War College Mumbai, and Royal College of Defence Studies at United Kingdom. In a career spanning over 34 years, the flag officer has held various challenging command and staff appointments. He has been the fleet commander of the Western Fleet during operational missions, foreign bilateral exercises, and major humanitarian assistance and disaster relief taskings. He has commanded aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, deployed extensively for operations on both east and west coasts. The officer has commissioned INS Trikhand, a frontline frigate for the Navy at Kaliningrad, Russia. His other command appointments include INS Nashak, INS Kirpan, and INS Vibhuti. The staff appointments of the flag officer include Joint Director Naval Plans and Director of Staff Requirements at Integrated Headquarters of Ministry of Defence, Navy, wherein he formulated the future maritime perspective and capabilities enhancement plans for the Indian Navy. He has also steered major shipbuilding projects as Assistant Controller of Carrier Projects and Assistant Controller of Warship Production. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ativishishta Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy.
General Salam! Salam! Shut! Shut!
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's parade, the first two salutes were dummy salutes, as the dignitaries who would be taking the salute would be present only for the final passing out parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Major General Sanjeev Togra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy. Major General Sanjeev Togra is an alumnus of the 70th course of the National Defence Academy, Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the College of Defence Management, Sikandrabad. On completion of his training at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, he was commissioned into the 16th Battalion of the Chart Regiment in June 1987. He has a rich combat experience and has served in almost all tough terrains. As a young officer, he was posted at the highest battlefield of the world, the Siachen Glacier. His contribution to its counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir helped him to raise and command a Rashtriya Rifles battalion deployed in the heart of insurgency. The officer commanded a brigade as a part of the Strike Corps in Western Theatre and later was a general officer commanding of a mountain division deployed along the line of control, which is known as Forever in Operations. Major General Sanjeev Togra has specialized as an instructor. His initial appointments include instructor at Indian Military Training Team, Bhutan. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Sanjeev Togra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy.
General Salam! Salam back! Shut!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, Nau Sena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy. Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, Nau Sena Medal, assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defence Academy on 1st April 2022 as an alumnus of the National Defence Academy. Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar was commissioned in the Indian Navy on 1st July 1988. He is a graduate Defence Services Staff College Wellington, Naval War College Mumbai and Royal College of Defence Studies at United Kingdom. In a career spanning over 34 years, the flag officer has held various challenging command and staff appointments. He has been the Fleet Commander of the Western Fleet during operational missions, foreign bilateral exercises, and major humanitarian assistance and disaster relief taskings. He has commanded aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, deployed extensively for operations on both east and west coasts. The officer has commissioned INS Trikhand, a frontline frigate for the Navy at Kaliningrad, Russia. His other command appointments include INS Nashak, INS Kirpan, and INS Vibhuti. The staff appointments of the flag officer include Joint Director Naval Plans and Director of Staff Requirements at Integrated Headquarters of Ministry of Defence, Navy, wherein he formulated the future maritime perspective and capabilities enhancement plans for the Indian Navy. He has also steered major shipbuilding projects for the Indian Navy and as Assistant Controller of Warship Production and Acquisition. With him at the helm of affairs, National Defence Academy will gain immensely with his vast experience and exposure in all arenas of operations, training, and human resource management.
Break! Submit!
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Ajay Kuchar, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy, the reviewing officer of today's parade.
Break! General Salam! Salam! Shut!
Ladies and gentlemen, please look left. You can see the first flight pass wherein we have 3 Chetak helicopters in ensign formation.
श्रीमान राज्य रक्षा कर्मी 144 कोर्स दीक्षांत समारोह परेड 1175 ग्रेड परेड पर परेड निकल के लिए हरी अप किलोस करें करावे बाकी पे Whoa!
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the war since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky, and some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of the profession they had chosen, and were conscious of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication both in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory. The list of our alumni who have distinguished themselves in war would read like a veritable who's who of Indian heroes. Till date, these heroes have been awarded 3 Paramveer Chakra, 32 Mahavir Chakra, 163 Veer Chakra, 12 Ashok Chakra, 45 Kirti Chakra, and 152 Shaurya Chakra.
There are some whom we always remember with special fondness. Captain Gurubachan Singh Salaria, 9th Corps Bravo Squadron. 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, 38th Corps Foxtrot Squadron. And Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, 90th Corps Mike Squadron. The spirit of 394 warriors and 5 of those who went missing in action resides in the hut of remembrance behind the Sudan block, which was built brick by brick, stone by stone, with the dedicated toil of the cadets of the 10th to the 17th courses.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Kilo Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The second contingent is of Panther Squadron. The third contingent is of Delta Squadron. The fourth contingent is of Hunter Squadron. The fifth contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The sixth contingent is of Bravo Squadron. The seventh contingent is of Mike Squadron. The eighth contingent is of Foxtrot Squadron. The ninth contingent is of Juliet Squadron. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colours. The 10th contingent is of Echo Squadron. The 11th contingent is of Charlie Squadron. The 12th contingent is of November Squadron. The 13th contingent is of Alpha Squadron. The 14th contingent is of Golf Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Lima Squadron. The 16th contingent is of India Squadron. The 17th contingent is of Quebec Squadron. The 18th contingent is of Romeo Squadron. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Aman Mishra.
The list of achievements of National Defense Academy alumni is endless. Apart from gallantry in war, our alumni have displayed exemplary courage and self-sacrifice even while they have been away from the battlefield.
The Ashok Chakra, the highest peacetime gallantry award winners of National Defense Academy are 2nd Lieutenant PM Raman, 6th Course Alpha Squadron, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, 35th Course Juliet Squadron, Colonel N. The 8th Course India Squadron, Major Sudhir Kumar Walia, 72nd Course Juliet Squadron, Captain A.S. Jasrotia, 73rd Course Echo Squadron, Major R.K. June, 78th Course Kilo Squadron, 2nd Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, 79th Course Bravo Squadron, 2nd Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt, 87th Course Echo Squadron, Major Sandeep Unikrishnan, 94th Course Oscar Squadron, Major Mohit Sharma, 95th Course India Squadron, Major D. Raghu Raman, 95th Course November Squadron, Captain Harshan Rahul, 101st Course Golf Squadron.
The cadets of National Defense Academy follow in the footsteps of some of our illustrious alumni who have scaled the highest peaks in the Himalayas, sailed around the world, and also done the country proud on the sports field. Some of those whom we mention with special pride are Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, Ashok Chakra, the first Indian to enter space; Commander Dilip Donde, Shaurya Chakra, the first Indian solo circumnavigator of the globe; Captain H.D. Motiwala, who became the first Indian to be awarded the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award, and the Arjuna Award for yachting. Wing Commander Yashwant Anil Narayan Petkar swam across the English Channel twice, creating national and Asian record.
मेजर अभिजीत सिंह माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ने वाले पहले पूर्व अलमनस हैं। अर्जुन पुरस्कार प्राप्त करने वाले कर्नल राजवर्धन सिंह राठौड़ ने एथेंस ओलंपिक्स 2004 में डबल ट्रैप शूटिंग में रजत पदक प्राप्त किया।
can now see the cadets march forward to the martial tune of Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is accompanied by flypast.
The first flypast was with 3 Chetak helicopters in ensign formation. The first helicopter is piloted by Wing Commander Suraj Pasing, Kilo 102, and his co-pilot is Flight Lieutenant Sumit Char. The second helicopter is flown by Wing Commander Weber Vishal, Foxtrot 104, and he has Flight Lieutenant Ashwin Dev, Bravo 134 along with him. The third helicopter is being piloted by Wing Commander Gagan Sikri, Charlie 108, and his co-pilot is Flight Lieutenant Anupam Patil, Romeo 130. The second flypast will be by 3 Super Demona aircraft in 3 Shakti formation. The third flypast will be by 3 Su-30 aircraft. Flying the first aircraft, the Group Captain Tushar Srivastav, November 103, and his co-pilot is Wing Commander Achu K, Delta 114. Piloting the second aircraft is Group Captain Manish Arora, Delta 106, and his co-pilot is Flight Lieutenant Abhishek Panwar, Alpha 135. Flying the third aircraft will be Squadron Leader Ankit Goyal, and his co-pilot is Flight Lieutenant Shubham Kumar, Kilo 136. The fourth flypast will be by 3 MiG-29 aircraft. The captain of the first aircraft is Wing Commander Mukesh Kumar, Bravo 110. The second aircraft is piloted by Squadron Leader Harprab Singh, Delta 127. The third aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Sandeep, Alpha 127. The fifth flypast will be again by 3 Su-30 aircrafts. In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in the time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion, which the fiercest of variation could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have 4 bands. These bands are the National Defence Academy Military Band, led by Subedar C. Shankar, the National Defence Academy Pipe and Drums Band, led by Naib Subedar B.M. Kamble, Brigade of the Guards Regimental Centre Pipe Band, led by Subedar Major K.D. Gupta, and 3-Wing Air Force Station Palam Band, led by Warrant Officer J. Robert.
देवी और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान टोली निशान के साथ आपके सामने से गुजरे तब कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में है वे कृपया सैल्यूट कर निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करें. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Nishan Toli passes in front of you, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute as a mark of respect for the President's colors.
Followed by the cadets of Hero Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The contingent is led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ritesh Manhar.
Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left. You'll witness 3 Super Demona aircraft flying through parade ground in 3 Shakti formation.
The contingent of Panther Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Y. Prahul Kumar. The contingent of Delta Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Nilesh Pradhan. The contingent of Hunter Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Gaurav Lahumi. The contingent of Oscar Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Abhishek K.D. The contingent of Bravo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Akash Kumar Yadav. The contingent of Mike Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Vishal Parmar. The contingent of Foxtrot Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Abhishek Gusain. The contingent of Juliet Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Param Sabarwal. The Nishan Toli proudly carry the President's colors. The contingent of Echo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain A. Vinayak. The contingent of Charlie Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Manoj Chopra. The contingent of Naval Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Abhilesh Kumar. The contingent of Alpha Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Satyam Gupta. The contingent of Gold Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Aniket Kumbar. The contingent of Lima Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Amitya Joshi. The contingent of India Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Sahul Prasad Yadav. The contingent of Quebec Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Harshvardhan Parihar. The contingent of Romeo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Nishkash Rathi. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Aman Mishra. And finally, Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Bharat Jani, Adjutant, National Defence Academy, saluting the reviewing officer on his charger, Reliant Robin.
Cadets of this institution have been consistent in making the most of the excellent all-round training facilities available at the Academy. One important aspect of training in NDA is the camps they attend during their 2nd, 4th and 6th term. The participation in these camps in the Academy prepares them for further military challenges and helps in building an overall sense of camaraderie, bonhomie, team spirit and quick adaptation to unknown and difficult conditions. Our revered audience, we would also like to bring to your notice to the fact that the Academy has taken giant leap towards the evolution of this remarkable institution by inducting female cadets in this Academy. These cadets, alongside their male counterparts, will represent NDA in cardinal directions by hiking to Siachen in north, Kibitu in east, Indira Point in south and Guhar Modi in west as a part of celebration of 75 glorious years of its existence. It will indeed be a moment of pride for the female cadets to be representing this prestigious academy at this marquee event.
Ladies and gentlemen, among various sports events which happened during spring term 23, the inter-squadron basketball competition was won by Quebec Squadron. The inter-squadron hockey competition was won by November Squadron. The inter-squadron cross-country competition, which tests the physical and mental endurance of our cadets, was won by November Squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, the equestrian training team of National Defence Academy has been performing exceedingly well in various equestrian and polo competitions at regional, services and national levels. This training team has won a total of 24 medals in the Delhi Horse Show, which includes 9 gold, 10 silver, 5 bronze and 9 highly recommended positions. Cadet Pratham Singh was adjudged as the best cadet rider of the Delhi Horse Show 2023 and was felicitated by receiving the trophy from Lieutenant General Rajinder Dewan, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Quartermaster General.
समीक्षा क्रम में मध्य से तेज चल जनरल सलाम सलाम Shut! Shut!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you look to the extreme left, you can see Division Cadet Captain Vinay Mathpati from Kilo Squadron coming to hand over the Chiefs of Staff banner to Drill Instructor Company Havildar Major Sanjeev Kumar from the 9th Battalion of Dogra Regiment, who is receiving this on behalf of the Academy so that it can now be presented to the squadron that has won the championship this term. For the first time in the history of National Defense Academy, female cadets along with the male cadets are participating in passing out parade and all end of term activities that include heritage show on National Defense Academy and physical training and equestrian display, wherein they are part of the riding team and gymnastics. They are participating as cane escorts on today's parade, hut guards in Hut of Remembrance, and will man the mast at the culmination of the parade to bid adieu to the passing out course. The cane escorts for today's parade are Cadet Himshikar Kashyap, Cadet Pratham Singh, Cadet Sarthak, Cadet Sanchit Raina, Cadet Shambhavi Singh, and Cadet Shriti Daksh. Earlier, we had the Commandant's banner for the Champion Squadron. The Chiefs of Staff banner was instituted during autumn term 1980. Bravo Squadron was the first to win it then.
The reviewing officer will present medals to the award winners in a short while. The silver medal for the best all-round Army cadet is awarded to Battalion Cadet Adjutant Praveen Singh of India Squadron. The silver medal for the best all-round naval cadet is awarded to Academy Cadet Captain Anshu Kumar of Quebec Squadron.
Sir!
The silver medal to the best all-round Air Force cadet of the passing out course goes to Battalion Cadet Captain Afreed Afroz of Echo Squadron. Winner of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Romeo Squadron. The silver medal for the best all-round Army cadet is awarded to the cadet standing first in training activities conducted by the Army training team. These activities include firing, weapon training, map reading, tactical training, and handling communication equipments. The silver medal for Best All-Round Naval Cadet of the Passing Out course is adjudged on the basis of his excellence in service subjects like general navigation, astronavigation, and rules of road conducted by the Naval Training Team. The silver medal for the Best All-Round Air Force Cadet is awarded to the cadet standing first in training activities conducted by the Air Force Training Team. These activities include training on service subjects and performance in flying. The Chiefs of Staff banner is awarded to the squadron standing first in the overall championship. The championship is decided on the basis of points gained by the squadron in various inter-squadron competitions held during the term. The squadron with the highest aggregate is declared the champion squadron.
चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ बैनर उस स्क्वाड्रन को प्रदान किया जाता है जो ओवरऑल चैंपियनशिप में प्रथम स्थान प्राप्त करता है। चैंपियनशिप का फैसला टर्म के दौरान आयोजित विभिन्न अंतर स्क्वाड्रन प्रतियोगिताओं में स्क्वाड्रन द्वारा प्राप्त अंकों के आधार पर किया जाता है।
Pepper! Come! Pepper! Sit up! Pepper! Salute! Pepper! Whoppers! Please!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a carrier belt is being slung over the shoulder of Squadron Cadet Captain Nishkarsh Rathi of Romeo Squadron so that he can now receive the coveted Chiefs of Staff banner. The reviewing officer is now requested to present medals to the award winners and Chiefs of Staff banner to the champion squadron of this term. The silver medal for the best all-round army cadet is awarded to Battalion Cadet Adjutant Praveen Singh of India Squadron. The silver medal for the best all-round naval cadet is awarded to Academy Cadet Captain Anshu Kumar of Quebec Squadron. The silver medal for the best all-round Air Force cadet of the passing out course goes to Battalion Cadet Captain Afreed Afroz of Echo Squadron. Winners of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Romeo Squadron.
Bapak! Nicole! Rick! Bapak! Look! Bapak! Picture! Put! Bapak! Dinosaur! Tattal!
इन कैडेटों ने न केवल अपने स्क्वाड्रन का नाम गौरवान्वित किया है बल्कि अपने माता पिता का शीश भी गर्व से ऊंचा कर दिया है।
रोमियो स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेटों के लिए भी यह अत्यंत हर्ष व उल्लास का समय है कि उन्होंने पढ़ाई, शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण, खेलकूद व कवायद जैसी गतिविधियों में अपनी महारत साबित कर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को प्राप्त किया है। चैंपियन स्क्वाड्रन होने के कारण रोमियो स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेट अब दाहिने कंधे पर लैंडयार्ड लगाने के साथ साथ अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन के आगे 2 सामरिक तोपें भी रख सकते हैं। साथ ही वे अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन पर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को फहरा सकते हैं।
The medal winners are marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them as well as for all those who have been associated with their training here, and of course for their parents. For the cadets of Romeo Squadron, it is also a special occasion as they have been declared the champion squadron and have received the prestigious Chiefs of Staff banner. The distinction of being the champion squadron entitles the squadron to put up the banner atop the squadron building next term. It also entitles the squadron to display 2 ceremonial guns at the entrance to the squadron, symbolizing their achievement. It gives the cadets of the squadron the proud privilege of wearing the red-colored lanyard on the right shoulder, unlike the cadets of all the other squadrons who wear it on the left shoulder. It is indeed a rare honor for Romeo Squadron because they have been adjudged the champion squadron. The reviewing officer is requested to kindly address the parade.
Major General Sanjeev Dogra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, Principal Staff Officers, distinguished guests, faculty members, officers, cadets, members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to one and all present here. I stand before you today with immense pride and joy as we celebrate the passing out of the 144th National Defence Academy course. Dear cadets, I must appreciate your elegant turnout and superb display of drill. Your Antim Pag, a few days from now, will entrust on your shoulders the sacred responsibility of military leadership that would require round-the-clock service to the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all here to honor the achievements of these young men who have dedicated themselves to serving our country with courage and commitment. I must convey my gratitude to your proud parents who had the courage and conviction to dedicate you to the service of the nation. I must also compliment the faculty and other instructional staff of NDA whose committed efforts have transformed you into finest men of honor, intelligence, and fortitude. As we reflect on their journey through the academy, we are reminded of the rigorous training, discipline, and character that are required to become a successful officer in the Indian Armed Forces. These cadets have demonstrated their resilience, determination, and grit in the face of challenges and have emerged as some of the finest young men our country has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Defence Academy has played a pivotal role in shaping the military leadership of our nation. Over the years, the Academy has produced some of the most distinguished officers in the Indian Armed Forces who have served our country with honor and courage. As we celebrate the passing out of the 144th National Defence Academy course, let us also take a moment to recognize the institution's significant milestone. This year marks the 75th glorious year of the National Defence Academy, a testament to its enduring legacy and contribution to India's military leadership. Over the past 7.5 decades, the Academy has remained steadfast in its commitment to shaping the character, skills, and knowledge of the country's future military leaders. The Academy has adapted and evolved with changing times, incorporating new technologies and training methods, and creating infrastructure while preserving the core values that define the Indian Armed Forces. On this occasion, we must also pay tribute to the visionary leaders who founded the National Defence Academy and the countless officers, faculty, and staff who have nurtured it over the years. As we look to the future, we are confident that the National Defence Academy will continue to play a critical role in developing the next generation of military leaders who will defend our nation's sovereignty and territorial integrity, uphold its values, and serve its people with honor and distinction. To the passing out course, I would like to say that you are the future of our nation, and the responsibility of safeguarding our country's interest rests on your shoulders. As you move forward in your careers, remember the importance of discipline, integrity, and selfless service. Always lead by example, inspire those around you, and never lose sight of the values that define a true warrior. As you embark on your journey as future officers of the Indian Armed Forces, always adhere to the warrior code, which has been an essential part of Indian military tradition for centuries. The warrior code embodies the virtues of discipline, honor, courage, and selflessness, which are essential qualities of a true warrior. These values have been the cornerstone of the Indian Armed Forces and have inspired generations of soldiers to serve our nation with distinction. In the words of legendary Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, a true warrior is one who is steadfast in his principles, brave in battle, and devoted to his country. He lives and dies for his honor. As officers of the Indian Armed Forces, you are expected to uphold these virtues. Remember that your duty is not just to your country, but also to the men and women who serve under you. You must inspire them with your leadership, guide them with your wisdom, and protect them with your valor. I urge you to embrace the warrior code and make it a part of your life. It will guide you through the challenges that lie ahead and inspire you to serve our nation with honor and distinction. Dear cadets, it's also important to acknowledge the increasing proliferation of technology in modern-day battlefield. With each passing day, technology is advancing at a rapid pace, and its impact on the battlefield is profound. It is therefore imperative that you recognize the importance of knowledge in this new era of technology-heavy warfare. While remaining abreast of changing warfare and with the right application of knowledge, you can harness its capabilities to your advantage, while at the same time protect yourself from its potential risk. I want you to be prepared to stay ahead in the game of learning and evolving, and not to get comfortable with the status quo. The enemy is continuously evolving, and so should you. As the next generation of military leaders, I have full faith in your capability to adapt and ability to rise to this challenge and lead us into a new era of warfare. You will soon realize that modern wars are essentially tri-service in nature, and the synergy between the three services often proves to be the game changer. This is one area in which our National Defence Academy can justifiably be proud of. The joint training that this academy has enabled you with will stand you in great stead in understanding each other's service. Of even more significance would be the friendship and camaraderie you have built over the last 3 years. This will remain the greatest strength and the testimony for which this academy was conceptualized with. In conclusion, I would like to congratulate the passing out course on their graduation from the National Defence Academy once again. Your journey here may have ended, but your journey in the Indian Armed Forces has just begun. May you continue to serve our nation with honor, courage, and commitment. Godspeed. Jai Hind.
निशान तलब निशान को ले जा।
देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड प्रांगण से बाहर ले जाएगी। आपसे अनुरोध है कि निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं और जो वर्दी में है वे अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन के कमांड पर सैल्यूट करें।
China!
Ladies and gentlemen, please look ahead. You can see three Su-30 aircraft approaching the quarterdeck.
The President's color is one of the highest honor that is bestowed upon any military unit. It is also known as Rashtrapati Ka Nishan in Hindi. A special flag known as Nishan is given to the unit as part of the award. The President's Color Award is a prestigious honor awarded by the President, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India, to the unit that has rendered exceptional service to the nation. While the practice of carrying colors into the battle has stopped, the tradition of receiving, holding, and parading the color continues even today in the armed forces.
Just निकट लाइन चल पेट स्टार्ट मत से सच अंदर को चलेगा धन्यवाद मुड़ पेट दाहिने बाएं गो दाहिने बाएं से देख चल
अब कैडेट परेड की समाप्ति के लिए अपना अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। दीक्षांत समारोह का गौरव व गरिमा से पूर्ण यह अवसर कैडेटों के 3 वर्षों के कठिन परिश्रम का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण दिन है।
The cadets are now forming up in preparation of the culmination of the parade. The cadets of the passing out course will proceed towards the Antim Pak at the quarterdeck. The Antim Pak is marked at the quarterdeck, which symbolizes the passing out of the cadets of the 144th course. Later, when the band will play the lilting tune of Auld Lang Syne, which will take most of you down the memory lane, the junior cadets will go back to the quartermaster fort, away from you, and the cadets of the passing out course will march towards the quarterdeck. The parade will culminate with the cadets of the passing out course and the junior courses forming up and marching slowly.
Crossing the threshold of the quarterdeck enables them to join the galaxy of National Defense Academy alumni. This is a day of mixed sentiments. The joy of success and sorrow of separation stand as a testimony to the firm concepts of discipline and determination which molds them as young leaders. The passing out parade is a moment of retrospection to see how discipline has shaped our young cadets. Discipline has always been the bedrock of training at the National Defense Academy. As old order changes, yielding place to new, the discipline at National Defense Academy has been given new directions without changing its basic fabric.
old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of all lang syne? These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by of lifelong friendships and unbreakable bond between the cadets of the tri-services established at the National Defence Academy during their years of training. The cadets pass out of NDA for the second lap of their journey in different academies, but with a deep sense of connection between them, developed at their alma mater.
If you stick straight ahead, you can see 3 MiG-29 aircraft approaching the quarter deck in Prithvi formation, bidding farewell to the passing out course.
The junior cadets are now marching back towards the quartermaster's fort, while the cadets of the 144th course march towards the quarter deck. They will step on the quarter deck, salute the national flag on the mast, and bid farewell to the academy, their home for the past 3 years.
If you look to the left and the right of the quarter deck, you will see cadets manning the Jacob's ladders on the quarter deck mast. These cadets belong to the second term of the academy. They will cheer the cadets of the passing out course. There will be a fly past to honor the success of the passing out course as the cadets approach the quarter deck. We wish the cadets of the 144th course good fortune and glorious years of service to the nation, in keeping up with the highest traditions of the academy and living up to its motto, service before self.
सच है विपत्ति जब आती है, कायर को ही दहलाती है। सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते। विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं। शूलों को मूल नसाते हैं, पड़ खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं, पड़ खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं। आज 144 कोर्स के कैडेट्स इसी दृढ़ निश्चय और इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ अपने जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं।
It is this discipline and loyalty that the nation is proud of in every warrior, which are painstakingly developed and ingrained here at the National Defence Academy. The National Defence Academy stands for traditions built over years of experience with excellence through training and hard work. Culture growing out of such traditions has molded every generation of cadets in a uniform pattern. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that the primary aim of National Defence Academy is to produce military leaders. The result of the training here are seen in the many wars India has fought over the years and the senior appointments achieved by the alumni. The National Defence Academy can take justifiable pride in the fact that its alumni have brought glory to themselves and their alma mater on the battlefield time and again. The number of gallantry awards won by our alumni is ample testimony to this fact. We are happy that our cadets do us proud not only on the battlefield but on the sports field as well. Over the years, our alumni have been providing most of the senior leaderships in the 3 services. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the solemnity of the occasion, we request you to remain seated while the passing out course cadets are in the process of taking a formal leave of the academy. You are requested to leave the parade ground only after the reviewing officer and other senior dignitaries have departed.
देवी और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब पासिंग आउट कोर्स के कैडेट्स धीरे चाल से क्वार्टर डेक से गुजरे, तब अपना स्थान तब तक न छोड़ें जब तक मुख्य अतिथि प्रस्थान न करें।
Being an officer means, above all, being a leader of men. National Defense Academy is the ideal opportunity for young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by the cadets of the academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, winning is not everything, it is the only thing.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, not talk too wise. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginning and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but not too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Cadet Adjutant and the Academy Cadet Captain are now approaching the quarter deck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look ahead. You can see 3 Su-30 aircraft approaching the quarterdeck.
The fragrance in the air of the National Defense Academy is enough to raise a storm of nostalgia in the minds of not only its alumni but also those who have had a sojourn here. The passing out parade is thus not the end but a beginning. This is your commentary team signing off. The members of commentary team are Lieutenant Commander Sandhya Tiwari, Squadron Leader Anjali Rai, Dr. Kavya Rajiv, Dr. Bhavna Singh Shakya, Cadet Ayush Chauhan, Sergeant Vipre Ranjan, Cadet Bhunesh Dagar, Cadet Swayam Sahu, Cadet Jashnu Thakuria, Cadet Garvit Kohli, and Cadet Hidya S. Nair.